Hello, this is Zach, and you are watching Mnet. So this time on Mnet, I am going to be letting you guys know my most anticipated albums that'll be releasing in 2026 and beyond. Now keep in mind this list is in no particular order, but I do want to start off with the one that has been confirmed for a 2026 release, and that is of course Megadeth's new album, their self-titled album, which is apparently going to be their last studio album. And this will, of course, be the follow-up to 2022's The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, which I thought was a solid album, but with this upcoming self-titled album, I really do hope that Megadeth goes all out with this album, if this is going to be their final bow. And they did, of course, drop a single, Tipping Points, which I thought was good, so really looking forward to Megadeth's brand new album in 2026. Early 2026, actually. I believe this releases in January, so of course it's Megadeth. I mean, it's definitely worth looking forward to, especially considering that this is going to be their last studio album. So Megadeth with their self-titled coming in 2026. Next album up is the new album by Anthrax. Now, like with Megadeth, Anthrax is another thrash band of the Big Four, and I think Anthrax, all in all, is a very good band. Very solid discography, I'd say, and the last time Anthrax dropped an album was back in 2016 with their album For All Kings. So it's been a while since Anthrax released an album, so we're definitely due for a new Anthrax album. So hopefully 2026 is the year we get a new Anthrax album, and I'm sure when it does come out, it'll be very good, because the last couple of Anthrax albums, ever since Joey's return, have been very good. So I'm sure this next one will be good as well. So definitely looking forward to Anthrax's new release. So the next album up is Trivium's new album. I am sure Trivium will drop a new album in 2026, and this will of course be the follow-up to their album in 2021, In the Court of the Dragon, which I thought was a solid album. One of the best albums of that year, easily. So, new Trivium in 2026 definitely seems likely. So, a new Trivium album definitely can't go wrong. I don't think Trivium has ever released a bad album, so this is another one where I think when Trivium does release a new album, you know it'll be good, regardless of what they decide to do musically with it. Whether they do something that's more metalcore, something that's more thrash, because I think all sides of Trivium is good, honestly. But I have heard that Trivium is actually in the Ascendancy mindset for this next Trivium album, so we'll see what they do with it. So Trivium, I'm definitely looking forward to their new album in 2026 if it does come out in 2026. So the next album up is Breaking Benjamin's new album. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, Breaking Benjamin actually does release a new album in 2026. Breaking Benjamin is another band that is definitely overdue for a new album. The last time Breaking Benjamin released an album was back in 2018 with their album Ember, which I thought was good, but not one of their best. So we're definitely due for a new Breaking Benjamin album, and I do feel sorry for the fan base, because I know that there's a lot of hardcore fans of Breaking Benjamin. I know a lot of people consider Breaking Benjamin to be one of their favorite bands, if not their favorite band, so I can only imagine how they're feeling. I mean, I get it, because there was a point in my life where Breaking Benjamin was my favorite band of all time, specifically back in my teenage years, but now I am still looking forward to new Breaking Benjamin. I'm still a fan of Breaking Benjamin, and of course, when the new Breaking Benjamin album does get announced, I will be excited. So again, fingers crossed, Breaking Benjamin actually does release their new album in 2026. So the next album up is Sevendust's new album. Sevendust is another band that I don't think has ever really released a bad album. Now, what I would like to see Sevendust do for their next album since there are talks of there being a new Sevendust album in 2026, I would like to see them go back to their nu metal roots just all out. Now, I know they kind of went into that territory a little bit with their last album, Truth Killer, but I want to see them go all out with their nu metal sound with this next album, because I feel like with their last album, they were like testing the waters a bit, like seeing if going back in that direction would work, and I think it does. And I do prefer the nu metal side of Sevendust more than the modern Sevendust. The whatever alternative metal, whatever style you want to consider modern Sevendust. But I think Sevendust is a very good band. Lajon, of course, has a very good voice, and I think this next Sevendust album will be good. I think it'll be good. So definitely looking forward to the new Sevendust album. Okay, so the next album I'll be mentioning is the brand new album from Korn. Now, I'm pretty sure Korn is working on a brand new studio album, which will be the follow-up to 2022's Requiem, which I thought that album was decent. A bit of a step down from The Nothing, the album that came before it, but the Requiem I still thought was decent for what it was. But I'm really hoping with this next Korn album that it is a step up from Requiem. And Korn, I do think, is a great band. Definitely one of the best bands in nu metal, I'd say. So definitely looking forward to what Korn has to offer next with their next album, which I'm pretty sure Korn's next album will drop sometime in 2026. But either way, it's definitely one that I am looking forward to. Alright, so the next album up is the new album by Death Angel. Death Angel is a pretty underrated thrash band, I think. This is another band that I don't think has ever put out a bad album. Now, like with most bands, I do prefer Death Angel's earlier material over their more recent output, but I think all their albums are solid. I think all of them are good. I mean, if you like thrash, I think all their albums are enjoyable if you are someone that does enjoy thrash metal. But yeah, great band. I really did like their last album, Humanicide, from 2019, so hopefully Death Angel does actually put out a new album in 2026. I think it's likely, because we're definitely due. So, new Death Angel, I am definitely looking forward to. Next, we've got another thrash band. I know, it seems like 2026 is going to be a great year for thrash. The new album from Overkill. Overkill is a very consistent band in thrash. I'd say one of the most consistent bands in thrash metal. Now, I know in the 90s they did do some stuff different, kind of did some groove metal stuff during that time, but I still thought that worked for them. And with that being said, if that's what they wanted to do with this next album, I'd be okay with that, honestly, because I think that side of the band does work. Or if they just wanted to do what they did with the last few albums, I'd say that's cool too. I mean, Overkill you just cannot go wrong with. Definitely a great band, very consistent band in thrash, so really looking forward to Overkill's next album in 2026. Okay, so last but certainly not least, the new album from Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains, for those who don't know, they're my favorite grunge band, and of course, rest in peace to Lane Staley. So Alice in Chains, they have been in the talks to do a new album, which I am definitely all for, because it's been since 2018 since their last album, Rainier Fog, which I thought was good. And this is of course going to be the follow-up with that album with William Duvall once again on vocals, their current vocalist. So I'm definitely looking forward to Alice in Chains' new album. Hopefully it does come out in 2026. So looking forward to this one. So let me know what you think. What are your most anticipated albums of the year 2026? Of course, let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching Mnet. You all take care and have a good one.